Funding for Common Core State Standards and ELLs is provided by the American Federation of Teachers Innovation Fund.
We are going to finish the book, Cinderella, but I'm going to start with a mini lesson using the Promethean board and then the reading.
The Common Core State Standards include several milestones that are related specifically to language. Fifth-grade teacher Clara Gonzales-Espinosa makes sure to incorporate these into her lessons through both explicit and indirect instruction. For example, to help her students with figurative language, she teaches a mini lesson on idioms.
An idiomatic, we're going to talk about an idiomatic expression. It is a phrase where the words put together have a meaning that is different from the definitions of the individual words. It can get confusing.
The mini lesson on idioms I thought was a very natural segue into the read for that day. It was the third read, and in that third read of the text, that's where there was more noticing of the structure of the language.
Let's think about the expression, take a wife. Okay, don't say anything just yet. It's an expression, take a wife. In the book, it says that Cinderella's father took another wife when her mother died. Right now, talk to your partner and tell them what you think take a wife means.
I think he was kind of lonely, so he
The
got
mini
another
lesson
wife.
really prepared them for the language that was going to be represented. Having it a visual for them was perfect because my learners, my L's need the visual. And so watching them begin to understand words like, or phrases like arm in arm, with all my heart, and also see them chuckle that, wait, it does have a different meaning. So the mini lesson definitely added to the understanding of the text once we begin the read.
Ms. Espinosa continues her focus on language during an interactive read of Cinderella. She pushes the students to use context when figuring out a phrase's meaning.
They danced all night, chatting with the ease of old, close friends. The time passed sweetly and so quickly. Listen to this phrase. Chatting with the ease of old, close friends. You're pausing. So let's take some of those words out because they're chatting. Chatting means what?
Like talking.
Like talking. With the ease.
For ELLs especially,
old,
phrases like this can be confusing. Are the prince and Cinderella actually old friends? Does old refer to age? Ms. Espinosa lets the students' responses guide the discussion, allowing her to target knowledge gaps more effectively.
Jonathan.
The old friends.
Okay.
Old friends from a long time ago. They were younger and where they lived a long time ago and all that.
Okay, I know where you're getting that from with old close friends, but listen again. This expression is hard.
3 important steps are about to happen, and they will be essential to helping these ELLs determine the meaning of the phrase. First, Kenya identifies the key word she needs to know to understand the phrase.
Okay, Kenya.
What does ease mean?
Thank you. What does ease mean? Well, and we've talked about this. Sometimes you have to break down the sentence. You have to say, what does this word mean? And then add it to
Next,
the
Ms.
next, just
Espinosa
like what we
provides
did
the
a few
meaning.
minutes ago. Ease means that it's comfortable.
They were starting to question, which is great, because there was a time in the classroom where there were no questions. And I saw them start to struggle a little bit with it. Well, what does it mean? And I kept repeating it. I did not back off. Most importantly, I did not simplify it, because that has been a shift in that to interpret, to make it easier to be understood.
Thanks to Kenya's question and Ms. Espinosa's definition, the students now have all the context clues they need to figure out the meaning of the phrase.
I'm going to try one more person, and then we're going to move on. Jason.
She felt comfortable, like, to talk, like if they were old friends.
That's right. Connie.
They don't feel shy with each other, and they feel like real friends.
That's right. We feel like real friends.
Replaying that part in my head, it reminded me of the need to stay with complex text, the importance of not simplifying it, because there's a part of me that believes that students tune us out because they know we're going to repeat it in a simpler way. And so once they got it, it was okay. They really are understanding.